Good morning. Today is again a new book day. And this time, we're diving into a story that feels like a fable, a conversation, and a guidebook for life, all rolled into one. The book is The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. Now, tell me this, if you had everything, money, fame, respect, and luxury, but deep inside you felt empty and tired, would you call that a success? That's exactly what this story makes us ask. I'm Ekaksh, and you're watching Book Huggers. Let's step into this journey together. Julian Mantle was a top lawyer. He had everything that most people dream of, a red Ferrari, a mansion, power, success, and respect. Yet, in the middle of one of his big trials, he collapsed. His heart gave up. That moment was like life screaming at him, "You're winning on the outside, but you're losing on the inside." And you know what? That's something we often forget. We chase grades, money, things, approval, but inside, if we're restless, sick, and unhappy, is it even worth it? Julian realized his Ferrari couldn't save him. His money couldn't heal him. His success couldn't bring him peace. So, he left it all. He sold everything and went in search of something bigger, a life that actually made sense. Julian disappeared. Nobody knew where he went. But in truth, he was traveling through India, trying to find answers. He didn't want more wealth. He wanted meaning. And deep in the Himalayas, he found a group of monks who lived differently. They had no cars, no big houses, no fancy suits. Yet they had something Julian never had. They were calm, peaceful, and full of joy. Doesn't that make you wonder? Who's really rich, the person with the Ferrari, or the person who wakes up every morning smiling and at peace? The monks taught Julian something powerful. They said the mind is like a garden. If you fill it with weeds, negative thoughts, complaints, comparisons, soon those weeds will take over. But if you plant flowers, gratitude, hope, learning, kindness, that's what will bloom. Think about your own mind. What seeds are you planting every day? When you scroll endlessly, compare yourself, or complain, you're watering weeds. But when you read, learn, and smile, you're planting roses. And here's the truth, what grows inside your mind is what shapes your life outside. The monks asked Julian, "What's your purpose?" And that question is not just for him. It's for all of us. Imagine being a ship in the ocean with no compass. You'd just drift. You'd move, but with no direction. That's what life looks like without a purpose. But don't worry, purpose doesn't have to be something huge like change the world. It can be small, helping one person smile, learning one new thing, becoming a little better every day. Small purposes make a big life. As Julian lived with the monks, he discovered something else. Change doesn't come from one giant leap. It comes from small, steady steps. If you try to climb a mountain in one jump, you'll fall. But if you take one step every day, one day you'll reach the top. Think about it. Reading one page a day, walking for 10 minutes, saying thank you before sleeping, they look small, but over months, they transform you. So let me ask you, what's one small step you can take today that your future self will thank you for? The monks reminded Julian of something simple but powerful. You can lose money and earn it back. You can lose things and buy them again. But time? Once it's gone forever. Each day, you're given 24 golden hours. Imagine if someone gave you 24 gold coins every morning, but said, use them wisely, because at midnight, they disappear. Would you waste them? Probably not. Yet, that's exactly how time works. So here's a thought, how many of your gold coins are you spending on things that matter, and how many are you throwing away? One of the deepest lessons Julian learned was this, real happiness doesn't come from taking, but from giving. Think of a moment when you helped someone, maybe you shared your lunch, explained a tough concept to a friend, or even just listened when someone was upset. Remember that feeling? That warm, happy spark inside? That's joy. And joy is always born when we give. So here's a challenge for you, do one small act of kindness today. It could be anything. And then notice how it makes you feel. Julian used to think discipline was boring, a cage, a punishment. But the monks showed him something different. Discipline is actually freedom. Think of it this way, you want to play football well, or guitar, or paint. Without practice, without showing up daily, will you ever improve? No. But when you stay consistent, one day you'll realize you've become great. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's the quiet friend that walks with you every day and takes you where you want to go. And finally, Julian realized something beautiful. The real Ferrari was never the car. The real Ferrari is you. Your body, your mind, your soul. When you care for them, eat well, think positively, live with purpose, give with kindness, you shine brighter than any luxury car ever could. So let me ask you, are you taking care of your real Ferrari? So, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari is more than a story. It's a reminder that success without peace is failure, that happiness grows when shared, and that life's greatest luxury is not what you own, but how you live. Now I want to hear from you. If you could give up one thing today to gain more peace, what would it be? Share your thoughts in the comments. They mean a lot to me, and I'd love to know what you think. And remember, life is not about racing the fastest car, it's about enjoying the journey, every single step. I'm Ekaksh, and you're watching Book Huggers. See you in the next adventure. Till then, keep hugging books. Bye.